You once again stepped into the world of survival horror. Good luck. Alright, welcome back to Resident Evil 2. This is the finale of the Claire A scenario. This part of the game has unfortunately been ruined for me due to freaking Darkside Phil. His awful playthrough of this game where he just kept doing all employees. Very annoying. Very frustrating.
Leon, you made it!
Claire, is that you? Where are you?
I can see you on the monitor. But never mind that right now. Leon, you have to go back and get Sherry for me. I left her in the security office. Please, you must save her.
Wait a second. What are you gonna do? Where are you going?
I still have a few loose ends to take care of. I'm counting on you.
If you were to enter a certain area of this umbrella facility and then go back to the security room that Sherry is in, that whole area is actually surrounded by naked zombies at this point in the game. So it is a good thing that you just have Leon do it instead, because it's not very fun. Be a big waste of ammo. And speaking of waste of ammo, do not bother with that liquor. He does not. He means well. We trained him wrong on purpose, as a joke. So yeah, right now we need to synthesize some sort of a vaccine, a cure for Sherry. Unfortunately, Sherry is anti-vax and will not take it, and will endanger other people due to her reluctance to get the vaccine. Oh, I made it political! Ooh. Alright. So yeah, that's a nasty move, I think, that they just did right there. Spawning in those Plant 43s where they did. So this room, we're going to want to just use a whole lot of ammo in here. Clear these boys out. Oh, that's some cheap shit. Very mean. I'm taking more damage here than I have throughout the entire game. I think I've fought bosses that have done less damage than this. So what we want to do here, turn the lights on, because for whatever reason, if you don't turn the lights on, you can't interact with anything in this room, which, you know what? Fair enough. You have to be able to see what's going on in the room. But I don't know why the lights weren't just on already. Especially, like, over here, there are items, and I don't know why you couldn't pick these up. Oh, once again, we got Mo Disc-Mo problems. And again, this is something, Leon does not have to do this. Leon does not do this in the B scenario. You do not have to do any of this. Vam Stoker's Dracula. Oh, I got nothing. So there we go. We have synthesized a vaccine for Sherry, which hopefully will be able to cure her of her G-virus related injuries, and will not make her an immune, super strong, super healing woman in the future that will be exploited by the government and have to run away from a big giant man called the Ustanok while escorting Albert Wesker's son. Hopefully that does not happen. So right now, as I said, we do not have to go back and collect Sherry. Leon is doing that on his own. We will see that in the B scenario. Which is very nice that we do not have to worry about that, and we can just kind of keep doing what we're doing. Although there is a lot of running back and forth in this Umbrella facility. That's maybe one of my only things that I don't like. And I would probably like it more if in the GameCube version you can press start to skip the loading doors. Which we know is a possibility. You can do that. If you can do it in the DS version of the first game, I don't see why you couldn't do it in this game. Although maybe because that's cartridge based, I have no clue. It's the only thing I could possibly think of. So those nakey zombies are there. They've replaced the liquor, which is why I'd say never ever waste any time with that liquor. Just leave. You do not need to do anything with that guy in the slightest. Because as soon as you come back through here, he's going to be replaced by those nakey zombies. And they are much easier to take down and take less ammo. I guess, have we not finished synthesizing the vaccine yet? I think maybe we have one element of it. I think we still have to do one more in here. So, excuse me, I spoke too soon. We do not have the vaccine yet. Well, let's see, all those people who were like, oh, they were able to make the COVID vaccine too quickly, I'm skeptical of it. Do you see how quickly Claire Redfield made the G-Virus vaccine? Very quickly, within minutes. So, in fact, I would say the COVID vaccine didn't hit the market quick enough. Should have been within minutes, as we've seen here, is possible. Because this is realistic. This is how this is done. You just put a thing into a machine, and the machine makes the vaccine. So there you go. Now we have the vaccine. Did the audio just cut out there? That was weird. It looks like the game like got caught up on that one little area transition, like very briefly. There's a whole area off to the side there you can see if you go straight up there. I think there might be like an item or two. There's a computer back there, I believe. But in neither the A nor B scenario, you actually need to go over there, so you won't be seeing that. Maybe Leon A, Claire B, but I don't remember. Again, I don't play that. I always play Claire A, Leon B. So we're going to do a safety save here because, as I said in the last video, the Claire A final boss is probably the hardest boss in the game. I don't remember if Leon A is this bad, or Claire B, but this is definitely... It is a challenging fight. But it's not that bad as long as you have enough healing items and if you bring enough weapons with you. So we're going to come like that as much as we can. I think I'm going to get rid of that one acid round, right? No, I'm getting rid of the flame rounds, and I'm probably going to take out a first aid spray. Yep. So that's really what you want to focus on here, is just having enough healing items. Because we have plenty of grenades and spark shot. We don't have to worry about ammo, but the way that I usually play Resident Evil games and the way that I fight bosses is I usually stand still and tank hits. So you really do need to get as many you know, healing items as you can. And I think I'm even going to go back again, because now we have that item out of our inventory. I believe I'm going to go back and get another first aid spray, just to be safe. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember how this fight goes, but I think I needed all 4 first aid sprays that I take with me. Because again, challenging fight, and I always play these games wrong, where I don't very often run out of the way of a big mean monster. I usually just stand still and try and wallop it with as much ammo as I possibly can. So we'll see how this fight goes. Maybe I'll be better at it than usual, or I will die multiple times. But I guess we'll see. This is an all-time banger song. This song is so good. Like, there's no reason that this song needs to go this hard.
Minutes until detonation.
The woman on the PA, like the automated system, sounds like it has an attitude until detonation. So this is phase 1. This is a 2-phase fight. Phase 1 is easy. Just keep hitting them. You don't really need to worry too much about him. He'll go down very quickly, like so. So this is where it starts to get kind of funky. He's very fast, he's very agile. You know, he can go up on there, jump down at you, slash at you. I find a lot of times he jumps directly on top of you. And, like, I don't know how he's over here already. I don't know how that happened. The camera angles do not help often, because it would be nice to be able to see where he is. The fact that the spark shot knocks you back means it's even more confusing. Also, great song. I love Birkin's theme. It's kind of the main theme of the game. The dun 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 is kind of like interwoven into like the main theme of the game, which I like. And yeah, this is why you need all these healing items. And now we're just gonna kind of, you know, throw all that we can at him. I don't remember if this is a scenario like in Resident Evil 1, where if you let the timer go enough, the elevator will just come up. I don't think that's the case. I think you, no matter what, have to, like, actually kill Birkin. Like, you actually have to get him out of there. But just using some sort of a combination of the spark shot and the grenade launcher, he will eventually go down. It's just gonna take probably a lot of healing items to do so. Probably one of the hardest bosses, if not the hardest boss in the game. And now we can leave. But yeah, I don't think that's the case. Like in Resident Evil 1, where if the timer gets down to 0 or to 30 seconds, I think, Brad will just throw you the rocket launcher anyway in an effort to, like, you know, just make sure that you finish the game. I do not believe that that is a thing in this game. I think no matter what, you have to kill Birkin.
Sherry's unconscious.
I have the antidote. If I give it to her.
Claire, what's happening?
Not now. Come on, Sherry, wake up. Wake up. Please wake up. Claire? Where am I?
It worked!
Oh, Sherry. You're gonna be okay. Thanks, Claire.
It's over.
No. I have to find my brother.
You're right. This is just the beginning.
Ah, my goddess protected you. It will always be with you.
Claire.
Sherry.
So there you go. That is Resident Evil 2, Claire Scenario A personal favorite of mine. I enjoy it. I like the way that events transpire in this. Possibly a little bit more than Leon. I like the Brian Iron stuff. I think her boss selection is stronger, more interesting. Except for, I guess, the first boss, which is the G-type adult, isn't very interesting at all. But all the different forms of Birkin that you fight, I think are neat. The ways that you fight them, like the locations. And, yeah. I think it slightly edges out Leon's Scenario B. So, yeah, it's great. I think, again, I'm talking story-wise, I think it beats the pants off of Resident Evil 2 Remake. It just feels more cohesive. It feels like they actually sat down and planned out a story for each of the, each of the scenarios to make them feel like they fit with one another, instead of just being, it's the same scenario, but just the characters are different. It's like, no, these are two completely different scenarios for sure. So that's going to do it for Claire Scenario A. Up next is going to be Leon Scenario B, which I think is the same length. I think it's either the same length or 2 videos shorter. So Leon B is up next. Thank you for watching this. All hail Hideki Kamiya. I love the man. I wish he was my father.